Great, I'm Chris Museler. I'm with Benoit Gomez. What's up, Benoit?
All good, and you?
Great. So we're talking about the new equipment. The kites, there's a new versions allowed this year. We have an Element kite right now, which is first time in Olympic equipment.
Yeah.
We have Fly Surfer, which dominated. This is their last generation. We'll use it as a comparison. And they, Fly Surfer and a bunch of brands like Ozone also have new versions. So let's go through the differences. The bridles, what's the big difference in bridles between the new versions and the old version?
Old bridle had 3 liner on our kite, now we have only 2 liner, just A and B, and we are using Dynama for this quarter, which makes the bridle thinner with the same strength.
And also there are fewer bridles, right? So it's less drag?
Yeah, I mean, we reducing amount of bridle, we are reducing the drag, so that was the best combo we find.
Awesome. Now with the profile, the shape of the kite, what's the difference?
So basically there is 2 shapes, there is the outline and the profile. Outline, we have something with more aspect ratio than the previous quarter.
Meaning if you look straight down at it.
If you look straight down, then the tips is more far from each other and the cord is smaller. And the profile himself, it's thinner. You need more speed to make the kite working, but you have really bigger wind range, especially in the top end.
Awesome. And let's talk very specifically about the Element kite. You have tubercles, like on the tip of a fin of a whale, those little bumps.
Exactly.
Explain to me, why do you guys have those little bumps on the leading edge of the Element?
So basically this came from research of Gene Gliders, which is a paragliding company. They did research with the university and they found that we had a better performance with it and we can keep the airflow longer on the profile. So we decided to try, they give us the opportunity on the few kite to try. We find really something interesting, so we decided to put on all of our kite now. Yeah,
it seems a bit risky to put some bumps on the leading edge, but we saw yesterday in the racing that those kites are in the top 3.
Yeah, actually it was working really well.
Awesome. And profile now, material. What's the difference in terms of the material being used? What kind is being used and what's the difference?
So material, now we're having a polyester fabric, which is 32 grams per square meter. It's a little bit heavier than the previous quad, but we decided to use something a little bit stronger and which is more durable for the riders. And you can keep more hours with the kite with having good performance.
Cool, so that's good at keeping the shape, but also budget-wise, they don't have to buy as many kites?
Yeah, previous quad was insane. We had to buy so much kite. It was not only the durability, but also the production. Now we are getting better for all the brands, so it's really interesting.
Awesome, and then the vents that let the air in, what's the difference there?
So basically it's really the same. We just had a rope, a Fly Surfer also did it. It's keep the profile better, especially the air entry, because the winds go into the kite, so it's really important to keep them really clean. So we had a small rope to avoid the deformation.
Cool, final question, performance. What's the wind range difference between last year's, previous quad and this quad's design?
Yeah, so the biggest mission for us was to using a 21 meter instead of 23 for the boys and 19 instead of 21 for the girl. So we had to make a kite which was more powerful in light wind, but still having really good top end. Awesome. So I mean, now we are having a really good combo for all the brands. And let's see how it will go. But the performance-wise, it's really nice. We are really happy.
Great.
It's small changes that make the difference at the end.
Awesome, and I know those are just starting to trickle into the fleet. This is the first youth event that they have the new equipment, foils and kites, so it's great to see the progression.
It's insane, I love it.
Awesome,
Seeing
Benoit.
new kite on the race course.